Welcome back to Phasmophobia. I'm here to do the weekly challenge. According to my notes, it's going to be one of the, I think it's called Primitive.
I've gathered a list of other hunters asking for help.
And it's basically a limited equipment weekly challenge. Yeah, Primitive. I'm afraid all of the electronic equipment has a short-circuited you'll have to make do without. And we're going to Ridgeview. So what it amounts to is that you don't have video cameras, dots, or spirit box. You also don't have an EMF reader, but you can use the truck graph for that because the cursed possession is always a Ouija board. So I'll be using both of those in combination to see if it's an EMF.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation.
Okay.
New intel. Reports of light switching.
Oh, 5-minute setup.
Possibly harmless, but be careful out there.
Okay, so I'll use the thermometer to figure out where the ghost is. I guess I can just take a book with me? Wait a minute. No flashlight? No light source? What? So I'm just in the dark? That's actually kind of strange. I guess that makes sense, though. No flashlight. All of the electronic stuff is gone. Well, let's hope that the Fusebox is on. Oh, wait a minute. I can use the glowstick to light my way. And we have candles, too. Candles probably aren't as useful, though. Okay, so having only 4 pieces of evidence that you can possibly collect isn't necessarily a bad thing. Is the power on? Not yet. I think I heard it upstairs. Oh, and the fuse box is broken? Oh, wow. Okay. So not only do we have limited equipment, we also have no light sources. Except for candles and the glow stick. Fine, so be it. So, I think I heard it up here somewhere, I'm just not sure where. Just heard it thump a window somewhere. But I still don't know which room it's in. It's warm in here. It's not warm in here. Okay. So I'll collect what evidence I can. Let's grab some salt. I hope we have salt. We have salt. Good. Okay, it's not a UV ghost. Doesn't look like it's a freezing ghost. It's probably not a ghostwriting ghost either. So if I can rule out 4 pieces of evidence, that's actually enough, because it means that only the other 3 pieces of evidence is valid, which is enough to figure out what the ghost is. So it's a combination of ruling out evidence and ruling in evidence. Not every combination is going to always give you the result you want. Where is the Ouija board? The Ouija board would be in here, right? There it is. And since we're in Ridgeview, I can just do this in the kitchen. How old are you? 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 Goodbye. So we just did 5 interactions. Let's see if it spikes at all. It didn't, so it's probably also not an EMF 5, which means that it's a mare, yokai, Deogen, or Thay. I don't have any electronics, so I can't really test for a yokai, can I? How old are you? How old are you? How old are you? Goodbye. I'm just going to check a couple more times on the graph for an EMF 5. And yeah, I'm not seeing it. Okay. Now if it's not ghostwriting... Whoops. If it's not ghostwriting, then it can only be a yokai. But I'll wait for it to hunt, and then I'll go up and check. Is that it? Short hunt? No ghost writing either. It's not freezing. So, why don't I just say it's a yokai and have that be my guess, and I'll leave. It wasn't any of the evidences that I could possibly collect. So I'll say it's a yokai, and that'll be my guess. Now I know that freezing is a bit finicky. If the ghost left the room for any period of time, the temperature would go up again. So maybe it was a freezing? I don't know. It was a yokai.
Welcome back. I've
All right.
got some jobs ready for you.
So that worked out. Let's go back again.
We've arrived. Check the equipment. Get sent up before investigating. We've had no reports of violence, but keep an eye out.
Alright. Okay, this time... Oh, great. This time the ambient temperature in the house is going to be very low. which means I'm going to have a hard time figuring out where the ghost is, because the temperature is already very cold. I could just ask the Ouija board where the ghost is. Or I could just check here. Okay, so we have UV. What else do I need to check? Oh, yeah. Ouija board. So we can do that real quick. How old are you? 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 Goodbye. So that's 6 EMF2s. Let's see if we get any spikes. There are no spikes. I'd say it's pretty likely it is not an EMF5. Okay, so I need ghost writing. And I need to check for freezing. We have ghost writing. So it's a poltergeist or a demon? Shit. Hi. We're gonna go demon. Because I'm pretty sure my sanity was not at 50%. I didn't get a chance to check for freezing. Yep.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
Alright, moving on. Demons can hunt at 70%. They can also hunt any time they want as a random ability. It would have been nice for it to randomly hunt and kill me in a minute. Oh, right, it wouldn't have, because setup timer is 5 minutes.
Prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. Whoever was here must have summoned the ghost with a cursed object. Investigate it, but be careful. We don't know.
So maybe this time I've got a combination of evidence that I can and can't gather. I'll make it a bit more challenging. So, ghost, where are you? Maybe I could ask the Ouija board and just get it over with. Or I could hear it upstairs, just like I just did, I think. Do we have any sanity? No, we have no sanity meds. Fine. Then let's just ask some questions. How old are you? 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 Goodbye. What the hell? I didn't know the ghost could write in your book while it's on your belt. Good God. Okay, so one of the Ouija board questions showed up as a rise of 3. Okay, I wasn't sure what it was spelling out when it spelled C-O-L, but fortunately it did not interpret it as me asking where the ghost is. I did not know that the ghost could write in the book while it's on your belt. That was a little freaky. Wait a minute. Oh, I burnt the Ouija board. I didn't mean to do that. If it's upstairs, why did it write in my book? If it could be EMF 5... Why? What? I'm confused. Why did it write in my book down in the kitchen? What? Or did it write in the book because the Ouija board was giving off an EMF? I have no idea. Anyway, I forgot to say goodbye. I must have panicked and ran away when I wrote in the book. I heard it doing stuff up here. It's in here. I'm guessing. Because I heard it hitting doors. All the doors start closed. Only that door was open. I need a thermometer. It's very cold in this hallway. Gonna keep going down. Are you a freezing ghost? It's not a UV ghost. It's not going down any further. It's not a UV, it's not freezing. Which means it's a spirit? Should I just guess that and leave? This is assuming that the EMF 5 reading that I was predicting from the Ouija board was actually correct. Let's go with spirit. Deogen.
I've prepared some jobs for you.
Okay, so that was wrong. Deogen. Spirit box, ghost writing, and dots. Okay, well, I don't know what happened with that Ouija board experiment that I did. I saw a rise of 3, so if it's just an interaction, it should have only been at most a 2. So I don't know what was going on there, unless it did 2 interactions at the same time. And why did it write in my book down in the kitchen? Did it come wandering downstairs?
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. Nothing to report.
Did it reach through the room upstairs? I have no idea. I'm gonna do this again. With the book at my belt. Where are you? Oh, God. How old are you? How old are you? Just screwed myself. How old are you? How old are you? How old are you? Goodbye. Here, have that. Have that. I'll be back. Jeez. I didn't mean to ask where it was. But it's pretty clearly a dining room ghost. Okay, so now here we have another rise of 3 while I was asking it how old it is. But I only asked it 3 questions. So both of those questions resulted in a combined 3? It's also short hunts, apparently. It's like a 14-second... Shit! God! Good freaking God, girl. Yeah, these are really short hunts. Alright. How old are you? How old are you? Goodbye. Oh shit! I don't know what that is. Why don't I just go yokai since I didn't get any evidence at all? As if that is true. A banshee?
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
Alright, so I got that one wrong. That was my own mistake. I didn't mean to ask where the ghost was. I ate up half of my sanity just by doing that. So a banshee gives off ghost orb, dots, and what else?
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation.
Ultraviolet, so I would have been able to pick up
new reports of a cursed object nearby.
handprints.
This must be the reason that the ghost was summoned here. Take a look. You may be able to use it to your advantage.
Alright. Let's try this again without the mistakes. So a 5-second grace, short hunts. How old are you? 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 Goodbye. One, two, three, four. So it only registered 4 times? Yet I asked it 5 questions? I don't know. I guess sometimes an EMF2 could actually register as a 0. I guess, theoretically. But let's assume for the moment that... Let me grab my book. Not that book, let me grab this one. Let's assume for the moment that EMF5 is not a thing. Okay, now I gotta find the ghost room somewhere. Let's grab some salt. Don't suppose you want to make some sound anywhere at all? Aha! So you're not a UV ghost? Apparently not. Let's see if it's a freezing ghost. Definitely not a UV. Likes throwing stuff. Okay, it's not going to be a freezing ghost. At least, doesn't seem like it's going to be. It might take a while for the ghost room to get colder. Yeah, wait. Yeah, it just went down to 4. Or rather, it just went down to 4.5. Was that? Was that a double touch? Are we dealing with a Ure? A Ure would be freezing. And dots. And ghost orb. So I'm expecting to get freezing on this thing. It sounded like a double touch to me, and my sanity's down to 51. So it hit my sanity by closing the door. There's not a lot of other testing that I can do, so why don't I just go ahead and leave? Sounded like a double touch. The door closed, and then there was a 2 or 3 second delay, and then you heard the door close sound. That's typically a Ure. And it, sure enough, it was.
I prepared some jobs for you.
Alright, so that's that for that challenge. So you can get freezing temps directly, you can get UV directly, you can get ghost writing directly. Apparently you can also get it on your belt, but I don't know what kind of a fluke that was. I wouldn't think the Deogen came downstairs to write in my book and then went back upstairs again. That would be weird. And then you can ask the Ouija board a few cheap questions, 4 or 5 of them, and then go out to the truck and see if it gives you more of a rise of 2. More than a rise of 2 on the graph to tell you that it's an EMF. You can't get dots, you can't get ghost orb, you can't get spirit box. So you have to use all those combinations to figure out what the ghost is. Good luck with that challenge. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.